Okay, we're good.
All right, thank you. Sorry about the brief technical difficulties. It's 11:25. We're out of executive session. And back to our special meeting agenda, with the first item being the approval of the consent agenda, which includes meeting minutes from November 18th, December 4th, the staff reports, financial reports, and the voucher, payroll, and benefits. The total revenue for November was $1,180,488.70. The total expenditures for December, $796,343.03. Direct deposit payroll, $326,324.60. Payroll taxes vouchers, $68,148.17. Benefits voucher, $283,691.80. Monthly expenditure voucher, $105,621.84. Capital projects apparatus, $2,526.62. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Move to approve.
Was there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussions, questions, comments from the board? Chief, is there anything that you wanted to say or add, or we can?
No, I mean, it was, you could tell by the, my chief's report was shorter than normal. The last 2 months have been kind of brutal. So I appreciate both the line staff and the admin staff working hard and closing out the year. We're anticipating that we're going to come in under budget again, by the hair of our chin, which is just good, but there's still, I just want to put it on public record that there are tons of needs left. Us coming in under budget is great, but it's we are even more acutely aware of the needs, the infrastructure needs this district has going forward, and that will be take up a considerable amount of time trying to figure that out in 2022, both us and District 4.
Right. So just to tag on to that thought, the only reason we're under budget is because we're not fixing everything that's broken and repairing everything and replacing everything that we're in need of. So it's kind of a misconception by saying, oh yeah, we're doing great, we're under budget. We are drowning in budget woes because we can't fix everything that is in need of fixing. So
Correct.
It's always, I think, good to note that coming in under budget doesn't mean you're operating the way you should be operating. So
Maybe I can amend my statement to say we're coming in under budget, but we didn't budget for all our needs.
Thank you.
Yep.
John or Kimberly, any comments?
Not at this time.
All right, Kimberly?
Nope.
All right, so it's been moved and seconded. All in favor of the consent agenda?
Aye.
It's unanimous. Thank you. Commissioner meeting reports. Anything from John?
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
So I attended the Meridian Fire Science and EMS meeting back on December 8th. That's the FIT meeting that they have. It's through the schools. Wasn't real popular last year due to COVID, but now they're doing some more hands-on things. They're back in the classroom, and it was asked of me if it was all right if they could use the training grounds. I referred them to talk to Jason, since we technically are, that's District 4. Bellingham asked that of me. I referred them to Jason. They want to go up, I believe, on Thursdays and train. So expect a phone call from the head instructor, and his name's Jack Greaves, and I have his contact information if needed. So the new year is going to pose some new positions for the Whatcom County Association of Commissioners. They're going to be looking for a new president, and they're also going to be looking for a North Sound rep. I was asked to do that, but it has to be approved by them come January. If anybody else in the North Sound wants that, and I've offered that up in an email, please feel free to take it. Otherwise, I'll go ahead and take it, and we'll go from there. Another thing is the Commissioners Association is going to be tapping all the commissioners for support of the EMS levy that's coming up. So expect an email from whoever the new president is asking for your time and support for the new EMS levy. Other than that, I've really got nothing. Those commissioner meetings, the next one is January 12th in 2022 at 7 p.m. I'll send the link out because I usually get it send it to everybody. I don't know if this is for good of the order or more or less. I did have a gentleman call me from the Birch Bay Ham Radio Group. They want to do some laying out of equipment at the Birch Bay station, and they wanted to attach radio antennas to the tower. And I told them about the tower woes that are going on right now, and they'll be reaching out again probably late January once we make a decision of what we're going to do there. We did talk about they do have some radios laying out at the Haney station, but apparently the Haney group and the Birch Bay group are 12 separate, are two separate groups, but there are 12 members in the Birch Bay Village community that are a group, and again, they want to use the Birch Bay station. So that's kind of the gist of that. And the gentleman's name is Warren Cunningham, if I remember right. So if that strikes a bell with anybody. But they were going to reach out at the end of January and see where we were with the training tower. And I did ask him that if they wanted to actually physically do that, that we get some type of proposal from them of what they want to do. That's it.
Perhaps they would like to structurally reconstruct that tower for us and then they put their antenna on it.
We didn't talk about that.
All right, thank you. Kimberly, we need to get you on some committees, don't we?
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
All right.
President of the Whatcom County Fire Association. We want to take a vote here.
Yeah. Hey, just one comment. I don't know if there's going to be input to the commissioners, but the issue about BLS funding out of the levy for fire districts would certainly be something that I think the commissioners should all be on board with, as far as requesting some of those additional funds that are available before we come out and support any more funding for the EMS levy. Was that discussed at all, or do you see it?
It's a main topic at the meeting, so believe me.
All right. You said January 12th is the...
Yeah, it's the second Wednesday of every other month, the odd months basically, and it's at 7 p.m. So
I'm assuming it's via Zoom.
Yeah, we did one like back in July that was all hands, but yeah.
I probably need to attend that and voice my concerns before the group. But anyway. Commissioner meeting reports. I have met in person with Local 106 regarding the impacts of COVID, and then have had some other phone conversations with local representatives regarding that topic, and it's still an ongoing discussion. Legal issues is our next item. I haven't seen or heard any. Chief, do you have anything you know of?
No, sir.
All right, Scott Brown, Local 106.
Hello, thank you for the time. Yeah, was at that financial meeting on December 4th. Appreciate you letting me be there. A lot of good information, eye-opening information. So hopefully we can work together, figuring out solutions. And the only other things I have is just, yeah, that ongoing MOU for COVID, and then the law enforcement one will be coming soon. Other than that, there's not a whole lot of updates right now.
All right, thank you. Unfinished business. Contract for services amendment with District 4 is our action item here. So at our last meeting, I had proposed a amendment to the interlocal agreement for services for fire and EMS with District 4, since they are unable to provide that service for themselves. At their meeting yesterday, they signed the agreement. And so we're awaiting our approval of that. This is our language. It wasn't changed in any way, shape, or form. You've all seen it. So the only other issue here is item 2 was, upon request by District 4, District 21 shall provide all administrative and support functions necessary to effectively deliver the services provided under this agreement, including District Secretary services. They have, by resolution, eliminated their administrative secretarial support position effective December 31, and have sent us a letter requesting that we provide that. So they have met all of the questions and concerns that we had regarding this ILA. And so I would entertain a motion to enter into a 1-year agreement amended interlocal contract with District 4.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion. Anybody got any questions?
Is this going to overwhelm our staff during this 2-week period?
My understanding is their administrative person is going to continue to work until the end of the year, and has, I think at that meeting, it was stated that would participate and cooperate with the transition period.
Okay.
So through the end of this year, shouldn't be huge. Is that fair, Chief?
Yes, that's correct.
And I think we've had some discussions with our staff as to what the impact of that is going to be. The chief will probably talk to us in executive session about maybe potentially mitigating some of that extra workload. Kimberly?
Nothing to add at this time.
All right. So all in favor of the amendment?
Aye.
It's unanimous. Thank you. We have given District 4 1 more year to try to figure out how they're going to provide fire and EMS services in the future. Law enforcement response. Any update, Chief?
A little bit. It continues to be everybody else's responsibility, as we all know. And today, published in the Northern Light, I did an interview with one of their reporters and talked about how it's unfortunate, but the fire services kind of seems to have ended up as the bottom end of the social safety net here in the county, and with no training, no funding, no nothing. Just here you go. I was able to go with Chief Tank, who's the Tank's lead chief of the Blaine Police Department. He and I went on a tour of the Compass Health facility in the Iron Gate area, which has long been touted by the county as an alternative mental health landing spot for patients that are having mental health crisis. It was interesting to go see it. Not sure, in speaking with their administrators, not sure where the disconnect is between EMS, the county, and that facility, and why we're not able to take patients there when it might be a more appropriate place for them than the emergency room. That's going to require a bunch more investigation, unfortunately, and yeah, it'll be interesting to go down that trail. It's what, unfortunately, Blaine is only one corner of our pretty vast district. So we've got a lot of agencies we've got to tie in with, but I can say with confidence that Blaine's a great partner in this. They don't want to put our people at risk any more than we want to ask their officers to do something they're not able to do. So it was good to go see that facility, but it only led to much more questions, and why I'm not sure how that facility fits into the county and why it's not being used as a resource currently. It's vastly underused, just by my short observation in it. It's definitely got the ability to be used more. It's a weird thing. So that's it with law enforcement response right now.
So, Chief, have you given Mike Hilly a call to try to find out why that's not being used?
Yeah, that's where I'm at now, is trying to get a meeting with, figure out why it's not in the protocols, why it's not, in a place we can transport to, and why is it so underutilized?
Is this part of that? I did have a discussion with Mike Hilly, John. I have to ask, is this one of these third-party
Correct.
contracted groups?
Yep.
Okay. I have been told that they are as unhappy with the way that's working out as the rest of us are, and that after the first of the year, it was my understanding that they were going to transition employees into the county under the EMS division to sort of reignite a program that actually works.
I believe that's the community paramedic program. That's the social workers that are in the community paramedicine program.
Versus a facility per se.
We asked the same thing. Is there any prospect for you guys actually being county employees? And both of the managers of those programs had no clue what we were talking about.
Okay, so this is the other side of it.
This is the other side of it. They are set up, and it appears that they have the facility and the staff and the training to deal with that kind of thing. I mean, they've got it pretty dialed in, but they're not being utilized at all.
So if we showed up at their door, what would they do?
Well, they have, I don't know that we can get authorization to go there. That's part of the problem, is our protocols only allow us to transport to St. Joe's. The couple times that we've thought outside the box and tried to do that, we've been, whoever answers the phone on the facilities end puts up such a list of criteria that we have to meet that we can't transport there. Yet when I ask their supervisors, or when I ask the managers, so do we need a fit for jail card from the ER before we come in here? They're like, oh no, we can do that. We've got RNs on duty 24 hours a day. We've got access to, X, Y, and Z. And I, as I stood there, I couldn't see any roadblocks to us being able to transport directly there. They actually have an ambulance bay. They have an intake area. They've got it all dialed in.
So does anyone go there?
There were some clients there, yes, not many, very, very few.
So being underutilized.
Vastly underutilized, and it's actually a multi. It's both a detox facility and a mental health, a stabilization clinic, I guess, for lack of a better word. It's not where you take involuntaries.
Right.
Don't do that, but someone that needs some stabilization and to kind of get things back on track. That is a
Right.
far better place than the ER for someone like that.
Sure. Yeah.
How many beds are available or?
14 beds on the mental health side, and I want to say 20 to 21 on the detox side.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. Wow. It's a shame it's not getting utilized.
No, it's not, and it's a shame.
All right. All right, facilities. Is that Chief Ward gonna update us on that, or?
Yeah, I was gonna take a stab at it, but Chief Ward, maybe you want to take you've got a better handle on that.
Well, we're currently, we've got the proposal back from the contractor on the tower at 63 to rebuild it. We've also got a contractor out of Seattle that does masonry repair on the old buildings down in the Seattle area, and they've given us a bid as well. And so we'll be looking at bringing that forward probably next commissioner meeting, at least so that all of you have a chance to digest the information. There's no high level of there's no asbestos in there at all, and any kind of hazardous materials in there are very small and are just minimal enough to where it wouldn't be anything for us to, or for them to have that removed without a lot of tents and awnings and guys in white suits to take it out. The roof at Station 63, they were Axiom was out at 63 on Tuesday to start the work on the maintenance on that roof and hopefully stop a couple of the leaks that are getting into the building. Yeah, I haven't gotten a report back from them yet today as to what they were able to get done. And that's on my call list after lunch to check back with them. The rest of the stations we're just keeping, the lights on and and the doors open. Got a couple of stations that we had some lighting updates done to. Reported back last month. Station 62 is done. Station 61 is complete. Station 65 should be done within the next couple of weeks. And then the last station that will have some updates done to it this year, maybe this year, will be Station 68. And all it is just updating, going away from the high use fluorescent or sodium vapor type lights and moving to LEDs. But it's, again, paying a contractor to do it, and getting the parts here has been real slow and delayed. So that's pretty much about it so far.
So far.
Any questions for me?
Just like to add that sometime during early 2022, we're going to have to do some lighting upgrades, security upgrades at Station 69. We've had a couple no break-in vehicle prowls, people in the parking lot at really odd times of the day and night, and the neighborhood appears to be changing a little bit. So we're going to have to do something to keep our crews safe and their property safe down there. I wanted to put that on the record because I know that's a concern of the unions. So
Fair enough. Might have to get some razor wire around the parking lot or something.
maybe on the south side.
All right. All right. Any other unfinished business? Move on to new business. Resolution 2021-09 is our 2022 meeting dates. We are required to adopt those, and so they're I believe they're all the third Thursday of the month, if I'm not mistaken. January 20, February 17, March 17, April 21.
Correct. Jenny says, yes, they are all third Thursdays.
Okay. And then I guess time of the meeting, we've kind of, is the 11 o'clock thing working, John?
Yes, it has.
Okay. So let's go ahead and make a motion to approve resolution 2021-09, and then we can talk about any problems.
Move to
approve.
Second.
All right, moved and seconded. All right, so discussion being, it's the third Thursday of the month. Am I missing? It doesn't really specify a time. Held at station 61.
In the last sentence of the be it further resolved. Oh, that's budget study session, sorry.
Do we have to adopt a time? Sorry, Jenny, you're not on here, but you're probably within shouting distance of the chief.
You'll hear it in a second. Yes, we do need a time. So if 11 a.m. is it, then
So that in the resolved, we should say, be it further resolved that the regular scheduled meetings be held at station 61 as allows with the exception of the governor's proclamation with any extension. How about the meetings be held at 1100 hours at station 61?
yes, I think it's in the therefore be it resolved, where the blank line is there.
Oh, okay. So, sorry, go up one. Board of Commissioners, Fire conduct its regular monthly meetings for the year 2022 at 11 a.m. Unless otherwise noted. Fair? Do I get a thumbs up or a yell from Jenny on that?
Yes, she said in the affirmative already.
Okay, so we'll fill that in at 11 a.m. Any questions, concerns? Everybody okay? Of course, we don't know where Scott's going to be, Scott Fisher, and I don't know about Commissioner Bosman, but the 11 seems to have been working for him as well. We can always move it to a special meeting if we have to change.
Jenny.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous, thank you. Sorry, let me get back to my pile here. Surplus equipment, resolution 2021-10. Some really great pictures of some really nasty looking couches, sorry. By statute requirement, whatever, if we have stuff that was purchased with public funds, we have to surplus it regardless of its condition or where it's going to end up. Fair enough? So
Correct.
some of this stuff like broken recliners probably is going to the landfill. But we'll let you folks decide about that. Is there a motion to approve resolution 2021-10?
Move to approve.
Second.
All right, so we've got 2 couches, 2 bookcases, file cabinet out of fiberboard, a TV cabinet out of fiberboard, an oak stand, pots and pans, bookcase, 2 mattresses, 2 recliners, coffee mugs, small metal desk, washer dryer, and a television. I will assume that we have someone that is going to sort this out and decide what to do with it.
Yes, sir.
All right, all in favor of resolution 2021-10?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. Thank you. Be nice to clean house, get rid of some stuff.
There's some stuff.
Keep doing it. 2021-11, this is about basic life support transport fee increase. Fees for providing basic life support ambulance service. All right, so resolution 2021-11, is there a motion to approve that?
Move to approve.
Second.
All right, let's discuss this, Chief. What's going on here?
Well, as I'm sure you're all aware, we have BLS Transport. We bill for BLS Transport, and from time to time, there have been, typically on an annual basis, we have manually updated the transport fees. What this resolution does, other districts are doing this, District 7, South Whatcom, District 1. This allows for an automatic annual increase following CPI of the ambulance transport fees. You're going to go ahead where this resolution asks you to go ahead and set the BLS transport fee at $7.25 per transport, and then from now on it will just go based on the CPI, and you will be informed every year of what it's doing. So you can see on the next page, if you scroll down or look at the next page in your packet, there's Exhibit A, and you can see how it's followed the CPI since 2016. So it's a more fair and measured way, and it's consistent. It keeps the rates consistent and allows for us to be reimbursed for BLS transport.
Questions? So I'm trying to follow the Exhibit A, Chief.
Okay.
Oh, ALS, sorry.
No, we only do one line in here, and it's BLS base rate.
Yep.
That's
Sorry.
our only line. And then you can see the mileage. Sorry, the BLS mileage as well.
Right. Yeah, I was like 904 versus, okay, 725. There it is. Thank you.
Yep, we don't get to pick one. We should have highlighted it. Sorry.
No, that's all right. I'm just making sure I've got the right number. Questions, comments, concerns?
I have none.
Kimberly?
None from me.
All right, so this is an opportunity, a way for us to keep up with the cost of living, basically.
Correct.
It would be nice if we could do that with our levy, but it's another story. All right, all in favor of resolution 2021-11?
Aye.
Did I hear Kimberly?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. It's unanimous. Thank you, Chief, for putting that together. Weiser Lake Station 70 market analysis. We talked at our budget study session about ways of trying to save money, decrease our outflow, and maybe get rid of things that we aren't using. So where are we at with this, Chief?
On the 20th of December, I will be meeting with Mike Kent, and we're going to take a look at Station 70 and see what its market value is. District had received a letter of interest from a citizen in actually purchasing that building, and we replied back with there's a legal process that we have to follow. But we did check with our attorney, and there's no liens, there's no right of first refusal on that property or anything like that. It's not encumbered by anything. So the board had asked me at the budget study session to go ahead and get a market analysis, and that will happen starting on the 20th.
All right, and if we were to declare this surplus, there would have to be a public hearing before we did anything like that.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we'll wait and see what Mr. Kent comes up with. Thank you for moving forward on that. All right, any other new business? Policies and procedures, anything, Chief?
Done.
Correspondence is was in our packets. Some thank you notes and letters and information that was in local newspapers regarding the flooding, etc. Thank you to all of our folks who participated both on and off duty to help mitigate the impacts of those floods. It's my understanding we had some folks volunteer their time and acquire some boats to help rescue some people who were stuck.
Yes, actually, Troy Freeman and Chris Hollander both worked with two off-duty Bellingham firefighters, Richie Dowdy and Travis Kruger, to rescue some people in our area down off of Hampton Road and bring them out of the flood. So much thanks to them. And they did it, coordinated it. They heard the call go out on they saw the call go out on Pulse Point and just coordinated it and did it themselves safely, I might add.
Yeah, it was nice of them to do that. All right, January 20th, board meeting attendance. We had determined the time to be 11 a.m. Everyone's good with that?
Yep, works for me.
All right. Next meeting agenda items. We'll make sure that obviously Commissioner Bosman knows about the times and the dates, and Commissioner Fisher as well. The chief is due for an eval, and so in executive session, we'll discuss any questions, comments, concerns regarding that. I'd like to make that happen before our next meeting in January. And then we'll also have elections for our board. If anyone is desiring to be the chair or vice chair of this board, we'll have those elections in January. And if we have sort of any permanent assignments to other meetings, i.e. the county fire commissioners or whatever, which John has been faithfully filling in for us. And then any other places we need to be represented. If anyone has any ideas or thoughts on that, then it would be nice to maybe define who is going to attend those meetings. We'll also do the oath of office for our newly elected commissioners, Mr. Crawford and Ms. McMurray. And more discussion about future funding. Chief, I don't know what may happen there. I think before that, we have a meeting with one of our citizens from Birch Bay Village that has offered to kind of look at our past marketing strategy and maybe help us figure out where we missed the mark or where we can hit the mark better next time. That meeting is scheduled for January 6th. The chief and I will be meeting with her. See if there's anything else for the resolution. Facilities needs to go on there. And then we should probably talk about some dates, times, and plan of action with District 4. We're gonna have to do a lot of serious discussions with them regarding future service and where is District 4 fit into the picture, financially and logistically and everything else. And that may ultimately include needing to talk with Bellingham and Ferndale and Linden and everyone else who might have a stake in having to respond to a underrepresented fire district. So I don't know of any fire districts that have sort of gone bankrupt before, so I'm not sure where this is headed. But we need to have some serious discussion with District 4's board, and I'm very confident that the current board members are on board with that and are willing to attend and cooperate and look for solutions in a very positive way. So that's something to look forward to. And then we need, sorry, Chief.
I was going to say, I think we need to start setting up joint meetings starting in February with District 21 and District 4, so we can start to sort this out. This isn't going to be a Q3 project.
Right.
We need to start working on it soon. So maybe look at your calendars. Their meeting in February is February 14th. So if we could come up with Mondays tend to be the best day for them. That's when their commissioners are off work and seem to be able to meet. So if we can do Monday daytime and just with I'd like to limit it to daytime just for the staff's sake.
Yep. All right. We'll have Jenny, if you could send out a request for availability for Mondays in January and February, end of January and starting in February. Because I agree, I think this is going to be like once, if not twice a month. We're at past crunch time.
Yep.
All right. Thank you. Anything else for next meeting? All right. We need to go back into executive session. This is for RCW 42.30.110 subsection G to evaluate the qualifications of an applicant for public employment or to review the performance of a public employee. I am going to say, Jason, how much time do you need for this?
15 minutes. Then, well, probably less than that. 5-10 minutes.
Let's say 20 minutes then. It's 12:08. We'll be back at 12:28.
Okay.